Hey guys, this is Jen Hersh with Crossroads Chiropractic and Wellness. I'm your in-house corrective exercise specialist. And today I thought we would go over some creative ways to use your space to do push exercises. For a lot of individuals, trying to work in essentially that, lunch break workout or even a workout before work can be difficult. And I don't want people to think just because they can't make it to the gym for an hour, right, does not mean that they can't incorporate more healthy movement throughout their day. What if you just got up once an hour and did a body weight exercise? So I'm working on this series of different ways to use your environment to incorporate healthy movement. So of course, we picked the hottest day of the summer to go do the outdoor one because we really planned ahead on this, right? Feel free to check out my other videos on planks, dead bugs. I'll be doing one on a pull series here next too. But today I want people to not think about your traditional just pop on the ground and do your push-ups, right? Reason being is most people do not have the core, the shoulder stability to really properly do a full push-up from their toes, right? And I'm not a huge fan of what we call modified push-ups where you do it from your knees. If you need to do that, that's fine, but it doesn't teach it's harder to teach the proper bracing mechanic of what you want in a push-up from that position. I would much rather you be elevated and use a different space and then be able to have that true neutral core. Because like when I'm in this position, ooh, this is toasty, I'm going to be on my toes, right? And from here, I want to zipper my core. My ribs are stacked over my hips, just like so, right? So if I was in a plank, push up, oh, look, it's all the same. Also, the same action is I'm going to inhale, just like most of your exercises. I'm going to take a nice big inhale and then squeeze and push, right? Things I want people to watch out for. I didn't go real deep on that, right? Because number one, that metal's really hot. And then number two, my head's going to hit this, right? So when you're picking your spaces, those are things to be cognitive of, right? But I don't want you guys shrugging. I don't want a lot of this like dipping business, right? If you need to go a little lower, challenge yourself. We can even just go to 90, right here to 90. I still feel pectoral activation and I can knock out 20 of these as long as I'm feeling it in my pecs and I'm not doing the shrugging business, right? You could do this on the edge of a desk. A lot of offices will have railing, right? Railing over the edges of stairwells, things like that. Always be safe. Hashtag lawyer talk, right? But incorporating 20 bodyweight push-ups is still a great way to get pectoral activation. What if you did that 4 times a day? That's 80 push-ups, right? Maybe that's the equivalent of 10 push-ups from the ground. That's going to depend on your strength, your mobility, all of those things. But let's start looking at our work environments and seeing where we can incorporate different types of motion. Like here, we've got these benches out front. Okay, you want to make your push-up more challenging? Cool. Just add a pause at the bottom, right? Right? Go full range. Hold at 90. Come back, right? I'm being, once again, a little hesitant because that concrete's really, really hot, so I didn't hold as long as I wanted to. Also, making sure if you want to do a narrow push-up, awesome, come in front of your hands. If you want to do a wider push-up, I just don't want to see this T business. We always want to be a nice arrow in our push-ups, right? We don't want to be a T. So in the bottom of that, just get down to that nice 90 degrees, right, where I'm stacked here. Give me a little pause, control it back up. Add tempo. Tempo and reps are the best way to make something that maybe not as challenging for you more challenging. If I do 10 of those really nice and slow, even if I can do full push-ups from the ground, that's still going to be challenging. But then in work environments where maybe you can't get down on the ground, this is a quick way to get some great activation midday. Now, if you're struggling with any of these actions because neck tightness, shoulder tightness, message me. Let's figure out some options for you because there's even more ways that we can modify this. But this is a basic way to hopefully get you some sunshine, right? Maybe get you out of your office for a little bit and then to get some nice pectoral activation just throughout your workday.